Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on crypto, and we have a lot to unpack as usual. It's very rare that we actually have slow-moving news days, but something that is big is FedNow's integration of Hashgraph's Dropp micropayment solutions. What they plan on doing is using that for retail settlement. That's huge, huge enough to make Hedera move, HBAR move about 14%. We should be paying attention to this. Okay, very much attention to this. Okay, just saying, just putting it out there for you. Somebody once told me that HBAR was not meant for regular people to own. And Nick, I'm beginning to see the light. I'm beginning to see how that's a strong possibility. Nick Ducran, great guy. Used to work over, I think, over at Circle, something like that. But great guy, really knowledgeable about the space. And we have conversations about this like all the time. India, a part of BRICS, just cut a deal for oil using the rupee. Now, that's a big deal because they've been trying to get the rupee to go global for a long time. That said, it's only a drop in the bucket, right? It's a single oil deal. And this is just ahead of the BRICS Summit that's coming up. Something that I paid attention to was the guy that actually invented BRICS, the idea behind BRICS, said that a common fiat for BRICS is absurd. And I can't get into it because it's just too much. But he summed it up in that one word. And I just said, wow, that's big. So everybody's, cringing over BRICS. BRICS is going to be as big as G7. And that's a possibility. But you're talking about a group of weak economies getting together, or a few weak economies in that group that are going to get together and create this new block of nations that's supposed to do something. And I get it. I totally get it. You want to get off the US dollar. That's fine. Totally get it. But China's economy is not doing so hot. Russia's economy is not doing so hot. I'm just sitting back and just saying, Brazil, do you think that economy is doing well? Again, I'm just sitting back and thinking about this. So I'm sorry, I gotta do some moisturizer. So I really do pay attention to all that stuff because it's kind of a big deal, right? When you look at BRICS and you look at the possibility of what kind of impact it can happen or bring, I wonder about what the effect would be. Now, they're introducing BRICS nations, but I'm looking at it and I'm saying, let's suppose you surpassed G7 or met G7, right? There's crypto. And are you contemplating that? All your plans could be laid to waste with continued crypto adoption. Period. Sorry about that. You probably heard that. So that's what I'm wondering. I'm just wondering, how that's all going to work out for them as crypto continues to be adopted across the board. Big enough that PayPal is even involved with their stablecoin. PayPal is not playing games. PayPal just hired Alex Chris, who used to be from Intuit. This guy is a powerhouse. A lot of the success over at Intuit is accredited to Alex Chris. And now he's going over to PayPal, who's more than dipping their toe into crypto. I want you to think about this. That is the most common sense move they could possibly have done. Now you're asking me why. They're a fintech. Their whole game, the fintech's whole game, is to disrupt traditional finance. What's going to disrupt traditional finance more than offering a stable coin, getting involved in DeFi, and hiring somebody like Alex Chris to expand the reach of PayPal? That is what I find to be interesting. PayPal, if you're listening, you might want to talk to me. Polygon's ecosystem. Polygon has not been in the news except for little dribs and drabs. They're taking a totally different tack from Shiba Inu, which news is going to drop today, supposedly at 1 o'clock. So 1 o'clock Eastern. So pay attention. Totally different, approach to how they're doing things. They've got ZK EVM, which is being rolled out by Immutable X, who just did their test net. Big. but they're being quiet. The only you hear about, well, this is what we're going to come with Polygon 2.0 and blah blah blah. But it's real quiet. It's not the big tease, the forever tease that went on with Shibarium. Not to say that Polygon has a lot of tech up their sleeves that they're working on, that when 2.0 gets released, it is going to be a more than big deal. I'm all about it. Looking forward to it. Now, Sand has about 332 million tokens that are going to be unlocked, very soon. So I'm expecting Sand to present more buying opportunity. That metaverse play, right? That gaming play, a Web3 gaming play is going to be huge. Don't sleep on it. Just because, Sandbox is taking a dip, don't think that they're not going to come back. It is such a big deal in that space that you have Zynga, all the, Farmville, all that stuff, launching Sugartown on the blockchain. I want you to remember that one of the co-founders of Zynga is now top dog over at Gala Games. I'm expecting the whole metaverse play to come back in a major fashion. I was talking to my daughter's boyfriend who does, VR, XR. He does all that, reality stuff. A really good artist. He's kid's actually amazing. His name is Gan Shehu. I think you should be paying attention to what happens in that space, right? He's been paying attention to the technologies that are not just here, but coming. He's been paying attention to the kinds of businesses that are getting involved in the metaverse. I told him my thoughts on architectural firms, design firms getting involved in the metaverse, meaning let me create my own metaverse showroom, give you some goggles, and literally have you walk through your newly designed home before we actually go spend all that money and do it. Now that's big. That's a big idea. He actually can do that for you. So if you want to reach him, give me a buzz. I'll hook you up. Those are things that I'm paying attention to when Sand presents this opportunity. Zynga getting involved, Gala Games already being there. You have other players that are all over, all about Immutable doing things with ZK EVM to expand their architecture. These are all major things that are going on in the metaverse that are those are macro events that are going to have a long leg to them, to each. Something else that's going to have a really long leg, Chainlink has completed their integration on Base. That's Coinbase's layer 2. That's huge because Base is seeing a huge surge in development on their platform, right? Or on their layer 2. And Chainlink brings everything that Chainlink brings. Think of all those data feeds and all those other products and services that they bring. That is going to be a very big deal. So I'm paying attention to Base. I'm paying attention to who's developing on Base, what's going on Base. But I'm really looking at that NFT world. Did you know Polygon is the second largest NFT platform? Yeah, that's big. That's really, really bigger than I thought. And that's because, Reddit decided we're going to do our collection, our collection avatars on Polygon. And it's not just an NFT. It's an NFT that gives you stuff on their platform. That's reach. I understand Polygon's been quiet. There are a lot of projects out there that have been quiet. But if you pay attention to what's going on, you're going to see a lot of stuff that they are doing. Anyway, we should get into the numbers. So let's see if this is working today. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So today's numbers, let me just refresh this real quick. Let's go. Chop, chop. There you go. Refresh. Just get the latest numbers. On the losing side, there's nobody here that I'm really paying attention to. Come all the way down to here. Yeah, there's nothing going on. On Optimism's down 4%. Yeah, that'll come back. Pepe's down 4%. Yeah, I'm not worried about either one. Is there anybody else over here? Nope. Algorand 3%. Yeah, that's lateral movement to me. On the winning side, though, Hedera Hashgraph up 13%. A few minutes ago, it was 14%. Big moves. Big moves. I try to pay attention to everything that's within the top 250 coins. That's why this list is based off of the top 250 coins. So if I'm looking at everything that's going on here, yeah, Flexcoin, not something I pay attention to, but they are in the top 100. See what I'm saying? Thorchain, top 100. And both of them up 16 and 15% respectively. These are very big deals because you're actually able to start to see what's going on in that space. I have no idea this Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10, Inu, that's got to be a serious joke, but they're up 14%. That's, would I touch it? You got to be kidding me. No, it's not going to happen. So yeah, so that's not going to be something I even try to look at. Is there anything else on this list that I'm paying attention to? No. When you get down in the ones and twos, nothing's really happening. Everything is very much a side, basically a lateral movement right now. Bitcoin at 29,390. Yes, everything's all red right now. Again, it's all just moving laterally. But I'm thinking we have catalysts to come. There is a little bit of word that we're expecting, some word from out of the SEC about grayscale. They're going to kick it down the road. They're either going to deny it right now or they're going to kick it down the road. They're suing. They're in the middle of a lawsuit with grayscale. It's just not going to happen, in my humble opinion. Just not. The fear and greed index is at 54 or 53, sorry. It was at 50. Now it's at 53. I think we're battling back, and then sooner or later we're going to get back into the greed. And I think we are so close to the market just rallying. I'm just waiting for that one catalyst that'll do it. Let's go over here, and you can see, yeah, everything that's movement. Look at where that green line is right now, right here. That's as lateral as you can get. It's one step below where we really want to be, but still within striking distance of that 31,580 that I keep telling you about. But again, we've got to maintain above 30,000 before we can get there. Do I think we can do that by the end of the year? Yes, I really do. I really do think we can do that by the end of the year. There are a lot of things happening, a lot of things that we should be paying attention to. And there you go. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto. If you like what I'm doing, drop me a note. If you don't like what I'm doing, all right, drop me a note. If you have research you want me to try to get into, let me know. All right. Hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.